Yo, yo, RX back with another stream. This time it is Tuesday night, which means it is the beginning of fight weeks, and sadly, it is the final fight week of 2025. Now we have been UFC Vegas 112, which I learned it was 112 today. Yeah, we back another week, final fight week, before we go on a 6-week break with Christmas and New Year's and all the shebang there. Yeah, it's gonna suck. Let's enjoy this week as much as we can because we got some fights. We got one more week of fights, some good ones at that. But a lot of good shit to talk about tonight, so we're not gonna waste too much time. We're gonna be diving into everything going on pretty quickly because we got fight news from this week, from the future. We got fucking NFL news, some of the craziest I've ever fucking heard. Fantasy updates. We got a lot of shit to talk about, so we're gonna do all of that and more. And I'm excited. Gonna be back another week. Hopefully everyone's having a good week so far. Beautiful Monday, beautiful Tuesday. Yeah, second day of the week. 9th day of December already. Can't believe it's gonna be fucking 2026 quicker than we fucking know it. And again, the final fight week is a year, so last good week until this is the last good week of we're gonna have until end of January, because obviously a week without fights is a bad week, so that sucks, but we'll make do and have some fun. Gonna have some fun. Oh, I don't get my screen share up. My bad. Let me get that bitch up, because again, we got a lot of shit to talk about. Fight week, fight news from this week. We're gonna talk about this week's card. We got a lot of shit to talk about. What was the hell? Jesus, right. Let's see. I forgot I changed that. Where? Oh, there. No. Yes, there you go. Bright white. Snow. Yeah, it's the closest thing I got to snow, so there you go. But yes, we got fights. God, that is bright. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm very excited for this card. No real point to talk about 323 anymore, as good as it was. We look past it and we look to what we have this week in UFC Vegas 112. I'm excited. Is it the greatest card in the world? No, of course not. But I don't think it's bad. We got a lot of interesting. Fucking mic cut out for a second there. I don't know why. And yeah, I don't know. I'm excited for fights again. Not the greatest in the world, and we got some news. 2 of them have changed, and it's gonna be fun. I'm excited, and yeah, I'm not sure what else to really say there. Let me make sure my audio is working. I'm guessing it fucking is. So yeah, sounds like it's working. Good. Yeah, that's when my mic cut out. So weird, but yeah. So we're here to talk about some fights, some football, some sports. Let's do it. Beginning with UFC Vegas 112. Oh, do we have news to talk about with this card? So let's talk about it. This is gonna be kind of a mini breakdown. I'm gonna talk about each fight, give my thoughts on it. That's just not gonna be a breakdown. That's obviously Friday, so yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. Gonna be very interesting. I'm excited, so let's talk about it. Beginning with our first fight of the night, in the women's flyweight division, the return of a fighter who we've not seen for what feels like fucking 3 years. We begin the final card of 2025 with a fight between Teresa Bleda versus Jamie Lynn Horth. Teresa Bleda's back. Holy shit. For when was the last time she fought? I think it's literally been 2023. Yeah, June of 23, coming off one against Fernandez, which holy shit, has that aged well. Interesting fight to be in tonight. The betting odds are, I think, a little bit wide. Bleda minus 190 to plus 140. I think those odds are a little wide. I know a lot of people don't remember Bleda because, again, 2 years ago. Been a long time. But she's not bad for like, she actually probably gave Natalia Silva her hardest fight in her debut, I believe, was that her debut against Natty. Yeah, off the Contender Series, she gave Natty a really hard fight. Got finished late, of course, but still gave her a hard fight. Then beat Fernandez, so look at those 2 wins. She's not bad from what I remember, so let's see how much ring rust she has. Only 24 years old. See what she can do. We'll see what she has left in the tank. Well, not left in the tank, but what does she have in the tank for her first fight back in 2.5 years? Fighting Jamie Lynn Horth, who we've seen a good amount at this point in the UFC, 3 and 2. Not the greatest by any means. She had a 2-fight winning streak or a 1-fight winning streak? 1-fight winning streak. They easily ran through Vanessa Demopoulos last time out. She's fine. She's not great, but she's fine. This is an interesting fight. In terms of if Bleda has anything left, again, she was fine when she was fighting 2 years ago. Horth is not a great fighter, but she does know how to win. This is an interesting one. I still think the odds are a little wider than they should be, but you know, the 11-year age gap helps, being taller and heavier reach and fighting better competition. So I do get that, but I still don't think I would have a 2-year layoff fighter be minus 200, but maybe that's just me. But I'll probably still pick Teresa, I think. If she's gotten better, or if she is the same fighter she was before, she's still probably better than Horth. And yeah, I think she can get the win. I think Bleda is an interesting fighter. If she can stay active, she could get a win here. Horth is not great, but she does know how to win. We'll see. First of 3 or 4 Canadians on the card. Very Canadian heavy card. See what happens for the first fight of the night. I'm probably gonna have to favor Teresa Bleda, even though I do think the odds are a little wide. And yeah, give me the returning Bleda to get the win here. No, I'm not giving out how I think they're gonna win. You gotta watch the breakdown for that. Or Friday night. There you go. Oh, Jesus, what the fuck is this? And then for our second fight of the night, we have a debut heavyweight battle, because it went so well last time with Freeman and fucking Bujala, I think it was. So why not do it again, at least in the Apex? It's not the first fight of the night. Hopefully these two are a little bit better than Freeman and Merrick. As we have a debut heavyweight battle, because it went so great last time, between Alan Fire versus Julie Herme Pat. Who the fuck are these guys? Let's take a look. I usually don't go into their fucking profiles and all that when doing this, but I don't know who these jabronis are. Fry 6-0, 27 years old, coming from RDC. Fought nowhere notable, fought no one notable. Great. And just fucking phenomenal. All knockouts, training out of Brunson's MMA Fitness. That's not a Brunson. He's a Derek Brunson fucking. Oh, Jesus Christ. Derek Brunson has a gym? Jesus fucking Christ. Sure. For the opponent, the Brazilian, 5-0, no age, no fucking anything listed. Coming from LFA, okay. That's better. He was meant to be on Contender Series, pulled out of that, and now he's getting signed just straight up. Okay, I like coming from LFA, even though you fought a guy who's 4-4. So no, you could fight someone a little bit shittier. Haven't fought anyone notable in his own right. Where the fuck is he training out of? Lotus Club. Nobody, literally not a fucking soul here that anyone's ever heard of. Great. Yeah, ain't that great. This is such a shit fight. This is such a terrible fight. I don't know shit about either of these two guys. What we just looked at is the first time I've ever seen anything about these two. Who's hyped up, who's not, I don't fucking know. Pat is the favorite, take that as you will. I don't fucking know who I'm gonna pick here. They are both probably goddamn terrible. How does Pat win fights? Knockouts, okay. Hopefully someone gets knocked out here. I hope. I doubt, but you will see. Yeah, what the fuck is this? Why is this happening? Throw this on Road to UFC. Throw this on fucking something else. Why is this here? We'll see what happens. Fallon Fire versus, or Frey, whatever the fuck it is, versus long name Pat. Someone has to win. I get it. Pat, I guess. What a fucking joke. Finally back to fighters I actually know and have heard of. Ain't that a fucking nice thing? If I haven't heard of you, you know you suck. As we have in our third fight of the night, another female fight, this one in the women's bantamweight division, which is never a good thing, but here it's actually not bad. I think this fight is perfectly fine. As we have in our third fight of the night, Luana Santos versus Melissa Croden. Actually, this fight was meant to happen not even that long ago. It was like a week or two after Croden made her debut. She stepped in on this fight for... What fucking card was that again? November 8th, which was Bonfim and Brown, so it got moved a month later to the other Apex card. So Croden actually got more time. And we'll see what happens here. Another old Canadian versus a younger prospect. Luana, I think this is her second fight at bantamweight, right? Yes, second fight at bantamweight. Looked good against Lisboa. She's not bad. It's still, I think the jury's kind of wrong button. Jury's kind of out on how good she really is because her wins have been all pretty shitty, and she got smashed by King Casey. So take that as you will. I don't think she's terrible at all, but I'm still kind of on the fence of how good she actually is. For Croden, debuted against, I think it was Lisboa, wasn't it? Looked perfectly fine over in Canada, got to finish late. Yeah, this is everyone just minus 190 on this fucking card. Yeah, this is a really intriguing one. I could see this going either way. Croden, the end looked fine. Luana has looked fine, but when she did get a legit test, she got beat easily. I don't know. I don't know. This is a tough one. A very, very tough one. Probably Luana's the pick, I would imagine. Probably the way I'm gonna go. Now, if she has more experience, she's not fought as recently, she's younger. I'll probably go Luana, but this is definitely a tough one to try and predict. Yeah, I think the odds are a little bit wider than they should be again, like the Blada fight. I don't know. I think this is a tough one. Luana can't get to win. Croden can get to win. I'll probably lean Luana. But again, this is far from a very confident pick, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. Probably give me Luana. After that, we go to some heavyweights in one of our many debuts of the night. Not counting this shit. We have in our fourth fight of the night in the heavyweight division. Our last heavyweight? No, our second heavyweight night. We also got one on the main card. I'll put it the best heavyweight fight on the card here. As we have in our fourth fight of the night, maybe the debut I'm most excited for because it's two on Contender Series. The best of the three heavyweight fights on the card. We have Sean Sharif versus Steven Asplund or Asplunge. Yeah, this is not bad. I don't mind this fight at all. This is Sean's first full camp fight in the UFC. He made his debut last year, I believe, on short notice against Junior Tafa and lost. Now getting a full camp here. I believe he trains with Sean Strickland and all those guys, so we'll see if a full camp helps him any bit. As for the opponent, Steven Asplund coming out with Contender Series, looked great, got like a 16-second knockout or whatever. Dude was a funny guy. Hard not to cheer for him. Yeah, not a big sample size for either of these two guys. Both guys only seen one fight of them. One was a short notice debut against Tafa. One was a short fight on a Contender Series. Let's see what happens. Shauna is definitely a grappler, or tries to grapple more than most heavyweights, so that is probably going to be a big part of his game plan. So we'll see if Asplund can knock him out before he can do that, or if he has grappling. D-Man Dog, good to see you. I'm gonna go Asplund here again. One of my favorite guys from Contender Series this year, just because he seems like a really good guy. And I don't think much of a guy who lost to Junior Tafa. So unless Asplund can't stop a takedown, he should win this fight. So give me Steven Asplund to get the win. I'm very excited for that debut. Speaking of debuts to be excited for, the biggest debut of the night, obviously, even though it's on the prelims for some fucking reason, the Tafas are canned. Yes, the fuck they are. As we have in our fifth fight of the night, maybe the biggest debut of the night, and one of the biggest fights on the card. Again, on the prelims, we have in the welterweight division a probably long-awaited debut for a lot of people. So we'll see if the guy lives up to it. We have everyone's favorite fighter to try and predict, to be Hayshawn Sensation Neil Magny versus Yaroslav Amasov. I think that's how you say it. I know I say that every time. I just still think that's how you say it. Obviously, we all know Neil Magny. Might put a bet on Asplunge. Maybe he's, I think, minus 250. So if he drops, maybe. So, or if you want to parlay him with someone, that'd probably not be bad. It's not the easiest win because again, Sharif will shoot takedowns, and who knows, heavyweights don't really know how to grapple. But I don't think Asplund bet is too bad. Yeah, not bad there. Speaking of fighters never bad to bet on, Neil Magny. Yeah, we know Neil. I don't really need to explain the Neil Magny phenomenon. The guy who can win or lose any fucking fight, it's just depending on how he's feeling that goddamn day. Coming off that upset win against Zaleski, which I predicted. Now welcoming Amasov to the UFC. Amasov 28-1, was at one point I believe a 26-0 Bellator champion before getting beat by Jason Jackson. I talked about this on Sunday night. Had one fight since against a Tomato Can CFFC. Now he's here, 33 years old, 2 years old, 28-1. Now let's see if this dude's legit. Again, he was Bellator champion, 26-0 at one point, 27-0 at one point. My bad. Beat some of the names on his record that anyone would even recognize, even as a casual or not watching Bellator. Is that Eric Silva? Yeah, Eric Silva, former UFC guy. Logan Storley still over there. Douglas Lima, Logan Storley again. Those are probably the most notable wins. Losing to Jason Jackson ain't phenomenal. Like, he's not a terrible fighter, but since that fight he's went 2-2. So take that as you will. Yeah, I'm intrigued to see what Amasov can do here. We're gonna see if he falls into the signing category of, is he actually a good one, like an MVP or Kayla Harrison, or is he more like a Renier de Ritter, patchy mix, I'm intrigued. Getting the Neil Magny test. Which, fuck, for all we know, Neil Magny will beat him and then go lose to goddamn Colby Covington, Gilbert Burns, for all we know. So, I don't know, I think this is interesting. I think this is one of the more intriguing fights of the card, and I'm excited for it. I've never seen a Masa fight live, because no one watches Bellator, or did, and I'm intrigued to see if he can beat Neil Mags. I really don't know what Amosov is good at. Let's take a look. 6 KOs, 11 submissions, 8 decisions. So he's well rounded. He can do anything, it would seem. Training out of Jemes. I'm guessing some Ukrainian gym. Unless he's training for Alexander Usyk, I doubt I give a fuck. This is interesting. This is a good one. I'll probably put my pick into the Mosov, mainly because even though, again, making a Neil Magny pick is never fucking stupid. I don't know. This is a very intriguing fight. I'm very excited for this fight. Weird they put this on this card and not like 323. It would make a lot more sense on that card to debut. But they do this shit all the time. They did this for Vernier de Ritter. He debuted in the goddamn Apex. So I don't fucking get why you sign these these people and then put them in the goddamn Apex. But then Kaya Sakura and Panchamex get title shots and pay-per-views. Whatever. I'll probably put my pick in as a Mosov unless something comes up or I change in my mind, which is unlikely. I'll probably put my pick in as a Mosov and not the most confident in it because A, he's fighting Neil Magny, and B, I've never seen this dude fight a day in my life, so we'll see. I'm intrigued. I hate to pick against Neil Magny because you should always know. Give me the Ukrainian, give me the younger guy, give me the former Bellator champ, give me a Mosov. If Neil Magny beats him, that just proves how shitty Bellator was. So, there you go. Next, let's see if this fight is updated, because there was no. So, our next fight is not Joe Anderson Brito versus Melsik Bagdasaryan. That has been cancelled. Melsik pulled out. I know you're shocked. The guy of Melsik's stature pulling out a fight. Never. Not like that's what he's done his whole fucking UFC career. So, you know, great. So, for our next fight, it is now Joe Anderson Brito versus debuting on very short notice, Isaac Thompson. Who the fuck is Isaac Thompson? I don't know. So they're handing Joe Anderson Brito a free win. Who the fuck is Isaac Thompson? Did I spell wrong? No, that can't be it. Am I stupid? Can I spell I-S? I put 2 S's and not 2 A's. Yes, I am stupid. An Aussie? He's Australian? 9-2 Australian. Turn Team Alpha now. Okay. I thought this. Does this guy look Australian? I thought this was an American dude for sure. I thought that was gonna be like a fucking 6-2 American. Okay. Interesting. 3-0 coming from LFA. Okay. Has he fought anyone worth shit? No? Good. No, he did. That guy went over Larian Douglas, who was on Contender Series this year, and it's pretty good. Interesting. Gave Burrito a jabroni. Fucking, it does seem like it. Again, 9-2, fought really nobody, 23 years old, Aussie, or Australian, against Brito, who needs a win in the worst way on a, 2-fight losing streak. Weird. Okay, now that I know a little more details on this guy, maybe it's not as one-sided. Probably still an easy win for Johnson Brito, I would have to imagine, because dude, this fucking Isaac kid's flying in. Well, I don't know if he lives in Australia. I'm guessing he would have to be in America to accept this fight. And Brito, who needs a win after 2 straight L's. Let's see, man. Yeah, of course I'm gonna pick Brito here. I've never heard of Thompson in my life, and good luck to the poor kid. We'll see if he can fucking survive. But yeah, maybe he'll pull off the upset. Brito has shown to be shit. So is this Isaac kid worth a damn? We're gonna find out. Good luck to him. Truly good luck to him. yeah, see what happens. See what happens. Melsic Bagdasarian doing what Melsic Bagdasarian does best. Run away from a fight. And now we see if this poor Aussie kid can get a win. So see what happens. And now that makes, let's see, on this card, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 debuts. Tag Go Milk and picks and all that are gonna be fucking interesting. But a fight that's not a debut, and we know both of them very well at this point, is our featured prelim, even though should be on the main card. But logic, we have in our featured prelim in this top 10 of the straw weight division on short notice, because Amanda Lemos is a psychopath who would take this fight, she's higher ranked. We have in our featured prelim in the strawweight division for number 3, 4, or 5 ranking, whatever. Amanda Lemos versus Jillian Robertson, the best Canadian fighter, because she's the only one worth a fucking damn who can win a fight. I guess Charles Jourdain's pretty good too. Yeah, unlike the debuting guys, I know these two fighters, and I know more than likely Robertson should win this fight. Lemos has always been a shitty grappler, and unless she can stop takedowns and keep her on the feet, Robertson should take her down and beat her up pretty easily, maybe even beat her into retirement like she did Marina Rodriguez. Is Lemos coming in on 2 losses as well? Now 1 loss at Tatiana, and she beat who she's stepping in for. How funny. Yeah, I think Joe Robb should win this fight. She's if you take Whaley out of the equation, she might be the best strawweight right now. I truly think that. She's on a tear. She's won 6 in a row. Lame decision. Maybe 4 wins in a row for Joe Robb, coming off a TKO against Marina Rodriguez. Yeah, I think Jillian's gonna take her down and beat her. Maybe finish her, maybe like a submission. But yeah, either way, I think Jillian's gonna take her down and win. Could Lemos learn how to ever grapple and win this fight? Yeah. I'm gonna say it doesn't happen. Now I'm gonna take Joe Robb to get the win. And I think with Whaley gone, she might be the best strawweight. And give me the Canadian. I think we're gonna pick a Canadian eventually on this card. Give me Joe Robb to get the win and join the top 5 and get close to the title shot she probably should have had against Verna, but Dern got it because her ass. Great. Give me the Canadian redhead to get the win. Those are the prelims. Fun. Very fun. The last 4 fights I really enjoyed. Well, 3 of the last 4. This fight, with it now being a short notice, nobody. The main prelims I'm excited for are Asplund, Magny, and Lemos. The not excited, but intrigued. Shit. And then very So we'll see, though. We'll see what happens. Fine prelims on paper, and a good way to lead into our main card. So let's do just that. Beginning with our main card opener booked earlier today. They finally found Bobby Green a fight. It only took 2 months, it felt like. And now we have our main card opener of UFC Vegas 112, the final main card of 2025. Beginning with a fight booked earlier today, King Green versus the debuting on very short notice, another Canadian, God, Jesus, Lance Gibson Jr. Yes, I hear your question. Who the fuck is Lance Gibson Jr.? Well, let's take a look, shall we? He is the only fighter who said yes to this fight, apparently. So, Lance 9-1, Canadian, 30 years old, coming from Bellator. The last few fights in some fucking promotion. He was. I remember seeing him when looking down at Bellator cards from time to time. Like he was on them. Sadly, he's fought nobody at all. And he lost to some random fucking guy. So, yeah, 11-3 ain't terrible, I guess. 2 wins in a row. See what the guy can do. Obviously, well, not obviously, but I guess the interesting part about Lance is his family's actually really tight in MMA. His dad fought in the UFC back in like 2000. He had a fight at UFC 24 and 29, so That's fucking insane. And I somehow he's aligned with Julia Budd as well, another former fighter. So weird ass family tree. And so the dude has MMA in his blood. Let's see if he can make the most of it. Obviously fighting Bobby Green, who has been on more of a downward slide than I could really put into terms. I think he lost 2 in a row now. Looked like shit against Patty and Rufy. Got that Jim Miller win, but that was a while ago. And I've kind of been on a downward slump. Gonna be 40 next year. I think Bobby Green's at the end of the road. I think he's completely cooked. I think his time has passed. His chin's gone. He can't move as quickly as he once did. Even from 2 years ago when he beat Dawson and he looked kind of shitty against Tony, but still, he's just, I think, on a complete downward slide, and I think he's kind of cooked. I think he's probably perfect for DBX or something along those lines. So Green might be finished. I think so. But if he was ever gonna win a fight, it would be against some random guy named Lance Gibson. So the odds have came out for this fight. Bobby Green is opening at a -200, which is interesting, very interesting. I don't know how good Lance is, but I know how not good Bobby is anymore. So this is gonna be interesting. This is gonna be interesting. I'm probably gonna pick the new kid. I'll probably pick Lance Gibson. I just have a feeling I can't pick Bobby Green here. He's too withered. I don't think his chin is there anymore. His speed's not there anymore. I just really struggle to fucking lean with fucking Bobby Green here as much. At one point, we all loved Bobby Green. He's a fun fighter. He's a good guy. But in 2025, about to be 2026, the dude's almost 40. His chin's gone. He's looked shit lately. I think I'm gonna pick the new kid. I'm probably gonna go Lance Gibson. Fuck it, give me Gibson. Either it's gonna be a good pick or a pick that just falls short. We'll see. See what the kid can do. Make the most of your chance, kid. See if he can send Bobby Green into retirement. Or PFL, one or the other. Then we get to what was the main card opener originally. Now it is the second fight of the main card, and why is this on the main card at all, let alone the second fight on it? And we have our second fight of the main card, a shitty heavyweight fight. So a heavyweight fight between Kennedy and Zechiku versus Marcus Buchecha. Oh boy, Kennedy and Zechiku fighting. I cannot wait. He gets to go for the KO or else he'll get submitted. Yes, but I think in this fight, if he just survived, he might be the one who just needs to survive early and then win. Because Buchecha clearly has no cardio past 1 minute, from 1 round. So, of course, we all know Zechiku. I don't need to tell you about him. Buchecha coming off that pathetic debut performance against Martin Budai, where he got dismantled pretty easily and gassed out and got beat up. Yeah, dude looks like shit. So we'll see if maybe he'll be able to bounce back against Zechiku. I doubt it. I'm probably gonna lean Zechiku here if he can keep it standing for long enough, or just stuff takedowns for long enough to where Buchecha gets tired and quits. I could easily see an Zechiku knockout or just a boring decision here. So I'm going Kennedy and Zechiku to get the win. I think he's better, and I think he can do what he needs to do to get the win here. So give me Zechiku to get the win. I think Buchecha's a joke, and he's just a heavyweight Rodolfo Vieira, which is not a good thing because Rodolfo Vieira fucking blows. So here you go. Give me Kennedy, even though I have no fucking trust in him. No cardio. Buchecha, he'll probably get murked then. If Buchecha doesn't get a finish early, then I think more than likely Kennedy will be able to survive and win. Unless Kennedy's just fucking idiot and gets submitted later in the fight, which is possible. But I'm probably gonna lean Kennedy here. I just trust him a little bit more, which says a lot because trusting Kennedy and Zechiku is a fucking stupid idea. But fuck it, I'll be making that risk one more time. Give me Nzechukwu. See what the kid can do. Can he not get submitted? Let's see. Finally, we get back to actual main card level fights on this card. Worthy fights, whatever terminology you want to use. As we have in maybe the best fight on the card, Riddle Freight a huge cameo. As we go to maybe the best fight on the card, I am very excited for this one. Definitely a must watch. So excited for this banger at featherweight in our third fight of the main card. We have Morgan Charrier versus Melquizael Costa. This is a banger. This is a great fight. Mark this one on your fucking fight list. This is definitely... These next 4 fights on this card are great. This is a banger. I'm so fucking hyped for this fight. Charrier, the guy who I think we've kind of seen is not going to be a top guy, but dude is skilled. Dude has talent coming off the Nate Landwehr win, which is not a great win, but still. Dude is decent. He's given Shepe Mariscal a good fight. I think his only lost. He's been... Who's his other... Oh, Nathaniel Wood schooled him. So we've seen how when he fights the higher level guys, he's not been doing great, but he can give a lot of guys fights. So he's pretty decent. He's very decent. But then the opponent, Melquizael Costa, this kid's great. I'm so happy to see this kid back. His 4th fight of the year, first one since May, when he had a fight of the year contender with Julian Erosa. Before that, he beat C-Rod and Feely. This kid's good. 4 in a row. Last loss was Steve Garcia, so understandable. This is going to be a good one. I'm very excited for this fight. I cannot hype this fight up enough. This is a banger. I can't wait to betting on to being a pick'em. I think they've actually dropped because Charrier was the favorite at first. I think Costa's better here. I do think Costa's the better fighter. Yeah, I'm gonna go Melquizael. I think Costa can get the win here. Charrier's good. I think Costa's a bit better. If you ask me which one of these guys I think has a better chance of being a top 15 guy, I would say Costa. I think he can be a top 15 guy. He's looked good. Charrier is good, but we've seen him struggle against higher level competition. Give me Melquizael. I think, like, I'm so fucking pumped for this fight. It's gonna be such a banger. And I'm gonna go Melquizael. Give me the best Costa in the UFC by a mile. And yeah, close fight. I could 100% see Morgan win. We've seen Melky get clipped before, but I'm gonna go Costa to get the win. Banger, cannot wait. Maybe the best fight on the card. Banger. I'd go Costa, yeah. But again, I could see the Charrier picker and why people would pick Charrier. So it's a good one. Such a good one. Speaking of good fights, and let's be honest, we already know this fight ain't going very long. We have in our featured bout of the main card, our 4th fight of the main card, we have up at middleweight a banger that, again, shouldn't go past round 1 if we're being honest. We have Cesar Almeida versus Cezay Olejchuk. This is gonna be good. Cezay Almeida, very fun kickboxer, coming off the Abdulrazak Al Hassan win in the first card of the year. Alex Pereira's teammate. Dude's decent. Not great, but decent. The oldest prospect of all time at 37. And then we have the brother of Mikhail Olejchuk, Cezay Olejchuk, coming off Contender Series. This dude's big. He's powerful. The Olejchuks are very good. Dude looks decent. Dude does look decent. This fight shouldn't go very long. Someone should get their chin cracked. And who am I gonna lean with here? It's hard to pick against the Olejchuk. Cezay is just old. He's really fucking old. He's inactive. The Olejchuks are on fire right now. I think I gotta go Cezay, however you say it. I think we'll go Olejchuk. I trust him a little more. I forget, did I pick Cesar? Cezay and Cesar. Did I pick him to beat Abdul? I picked Al Hassan. God damn it, I hate Abdulrazak Al Hassan. Yeah, I'll probably go Olejchuk here. Younger, faster. Yeah, give me the Olejchuk brother. Let's see if he's as good as Macau. They're on fire right now. I think Almeida's a little bit old. but someone's chin is getting cracked here, so we'll see which one it is. I'm gonna go with the young gun. Give me the Polish power to get the win. After that, we get to our co-main event of the evening. Maybe my favorite fight on the card. This is such a good fucking fight. This is gonna be so fucking good as well. Another fight in contention for the best fight on the card. We have in our co-main event of the evening in the featherweight division. A banger between Giga Chikadze versus Kevin Vallejos. Like I said on Sunday, I'll say it again here. If you don't know about Kevin Vallejos now, you're going to learn, and you should learn about him very soon. This kid's gonna be one of them ones. I think it's almost a certainty this kid's gonna be one of the top guys in the division. 24 years old, only lost to Gene Silva. He's good. Giga, on the other hand, on a kind of downward spiral, coming off a loss to David Onama, I believe was his last fight. 37 years old to another young guy versus old guy battle. Yeah, I'm definitely going Kevin Vallejos here. Probably for sure going Kevin Vallejos here. I really don't see Giga winning this fight. I don't think he can keep Kevin at range and beat him. I don't think he can out grapple him. I'm going Vallejos, and this kid's good. This is if I had to pick out one fighter to watch on this card and who you should be keeping an eye on, it'd be Kevin Vallejos. Kid's good. Kid's very good, and yeah, I think he should easily beat Giga. Give me Vallejos. He is special. He's gonna be one of them ones that feels like. Give me Vallejos in the last co-main of 2025. And then, speaking of 2025, we have the last fight of the year in the flyweight division to end off the year on a high, hopefully, knock on wood. We have to end 2025, the last fight of the year at flyweight, what should be a banger between Brandon Royval versus Manel Kopp. This should be fun. This should be a very fun way to end the year. I'm excited for this one. Kind of. I still think a few other fights I'm more excited for, but this one should be fun. And I think the clear pick is Royval. He's so much better. I don't know why Copp's the favorite. You want to fucking bet on someone? I think Royval would be that bet because I don't see him getting knocked out by Kopp. I think he's way better than Kopp, and yeah, I'm definitely going Raw Dog here. I think he's just way better. Yeah, I think he's gonna put up a 50-45 masterclass on Manel. If people think, oh, Rival's washed, he lost to Van for fuck's sake. What the fuck has Kopp done lately besides beat nobody? So, give me Rival. He's so much better. I think he's gonna put up a masterclass on Kopp's head. And, yeah, the last fight of the year, my last pick of the year. Well, I've not done really good on main event picks, but maybe I'll get one right eventually. I think I might have got every main event pick for the last part of the year wrong. Since I started doing this, I'm gonna look in a minute. Give me Raw Dog by Masterclass. He's way better. Maybe Rival. And there are my quick little breakdowns of all the fights. Yeah, it's a good card. It's a very good card, even with the cancellations and replacements and da. I still think this card looks pretty decent. I'm still pretty excited for it, and it should be fun. So, last card of the year, last set of fights of the year. Let's fucking enjoy it. I think no reason not to enjoy it. So, let's fucking enjoy it, man. I'm not sure what else to really say. So, speaking of the last cards of the year, let's take I want to take a look at how I've done on the last, if I've ever got one right, 'cause I don't remember. Let's see, so for 2024, the last fight was Colby and Buckley, and I biasly picked Colby, so I'll take those there. For 2023 was... what the fuck was it? I truly don't remember. Oh, Leon and Colby, ain't that fucking poetic? Another biased Colby pick. 0-2, but found biased picks. 2022, that's Strickland and Cannoneer, which I got right. Yeah, Strickland Cannoneer, which just was a complete robbery, so I got that right. So I'm 1-2 on final picks of the year. And then 2021 was that Wonder Boy and Neil, I want to say. Which I got that wrong as well. Shocker. Did I pass it? I think I might have fucking... I don't know. Did I pass it? Or am I stupid? No, okay, I'm stupid. So 2021, I believe, was Wonder Boy and Neil, and again, I think I got that. Oh no, it was Lewis and Dawkins, and I got that right. So I'm 2 for 2. So I got 2 right, 2 wrong. And then 2020 was Wonder Boy and Neil. I remember that. Yes, where I got that completely fucking wrong. And then I don't think I did the last card of 2019. At least I don't remember doing it. I would be shocked to have been doing picks for that long. No, I didn't. When that was Zombie and Edgar. So I did not do picks for this. I wish I did. And I would have got it right. More than likely, I would have picked Zombie. So, but I did not do picks at the time. So I am 2-3 on final picks of the year, unless 2 of them were biased Colby picks. So taking those away, I'm 2-1. I'll see if Royval can get me another last pick of the year correct. So. And then next year, we'll look at how I've done on first picks of the year. So yeah, that should be fun. And yeah, this card should be fun. I'm excited for it. I'm looking forward to it. And let's see what happens. Should be fun. And excited to talk about it. We'll talk about it more throughout the week, of course. Nothing else can change about it, please. We're good. And see what happens. There you go. Speaking of fight news, we have had plenty over the last bit of time since we did this last Tuesday. So, shall we look at all of this? Get comfy. Let's talk about it. Obviously, I think did we talk about all of this? I don't think so. I know we talked about this. I think this might have been the last one we talked about, so we got all of this to talk about. Let's do it. Beginning with maybe the worst fight ever booked. Jacob Malkoun versus Torres Finney. Shit. Next. Then we have maybe the dumbest fight booked. Natalia Silva versus Rose Namajunas. This was meant to be Alexa Grasso, as we know, but she pulled out, and now Natalia steps in. No idea why Natalia would do this, but whatever. I guess she doesn't feel like waiting for Valentina, so why not get a free win against Rose? Sure, I don't see the fucking point in it, but whatever. Free ass beating of Rose. Why not? Then we already know about this. I even talked about this. Max and Charles. Cool. Can't wait. Shouldn't be a main event because it's a toy boat, but yeah, should be fun. 2 legends, 2 of the greatest of all time. Banger. Next. Then we have Ode Osborne and Alibi Adrius for UFC Houston. Sure. Pretty shitty fight. Hopefully Ode wins because Alibi is terrible, but we'll see. We'll see. Alibi is pretty shit, so Ode, if you want to win, this is your fucking time. Then we have, I think I already talked about this as well, Strickland and Fluffy, UFC Houston's main event on February 21st. Cool. Not what I was expecting for Strickland, but see how this works out for him. He needs to win the worst way. Fluffy wants a title shot. See what happens. I would love to see Fluffy throw him around for 25 minutes, but we'll see what Strickland shows up. Is he gonna actually try? Can he actually wrestle like everyone says he can? Let's find out. Should be good. Then we have added to 324, first card of next year, Michael Johnson, Alexander Hernandez. Layup for MJ, Hernandez is shit. Next. Another fight added to that card, and obviously the worst one, Ricky Torcios versus Cameron Smotherman. Yeah. Why? Why is this on this card? Some other men should win, even though I think both these guys are pretty terrible, so loser gets cut, winner should probably get cut. Meh. Then we have added to 325 in Sydney for some fucking reason, even though neither of these dudes are even close to Australian. Sergey Spivak versus Ante Delija. Hopefully no eye poke this time. I don't fucking know. Delija should win, I guess. I think Sergey has always been pretty shit, so Delija, I guess. And we have, speaking of Australians heavyweights, now we got one. He is back, everyone's favorite fat motherfucker. We have Tai Tuivasa versus Taujin Teixeira. Fat boy's back. Let's see what he can do. As much as Teixeira's awful, he should win this fight. I cannot pick Tai Tuivasa again. I love Tai. We all love Tai, but for fuck's sake, the dude's fucking cutting what to make 265. He's cutting 45 pounds. I like no bullshit. He has to be cutting around 40, 45 pounds. So yeah, give me Teixeira. As much of a joke that he is, he should be Tuivasa. And yeah, this is just shit. And we have another fantastic fight. Actually, this fight's not terrible. It's just terrible. It's on the main card of a pay-per-view. I guess some shit doesn't change in UFC. We have GMA Crew versus Dustin Jacoby. Actually, I don't have much of a fine fight. Both guys are kind of rejuvenated their careers with good wins lately. See what happens. Can Crute get a real win against someone who's not dog shit? Can Jacoby get a win against someone who's not Bruno Lopez? Let's find out. Should be interesting. Then we have the Australia. I'm sorry that these are the shitty cards you get. Junior Taffer versus Billy Elakana. Shit. Next. Oh fucking Jiminy Christ. Khan Offley versus Yiza. Yiza should win. Khan Offley is fucking garbage. Okay, this is better, even though this fight should already happened a few months ago. Oban ran away from it, so let's book it again. Johnson McAuliffe versus Oban Elliott. Easy win for McAuliffe. Oban's garbage. Next. And then maybe the most annoying one booked because it makes no fucking sense. Quillian Salkill versus Rong Zhu. Why the fuck is Salkill fighting backwards? Was Moicano still ducking everyone? Like, what the fuck? Why would he not be fighting up? Why is he fighting backward? Rong Zhu's good, but why? And if so, why? Both these guys will probably get cheered. Well, would probably get cheered if they had their own fight because he's Australian. He trains with City Kickboxing. This is fucking stupid. God, you see, you're dumb. And then the other two big fights out of that card for the pay-per-view and co-main. This is a featured bout. Another fight that makes fuck all sense. Javier Fiziev versus Mauricio Rufy. Why is Rufy fighting up after losing? Yeah, Fiziev should win this. Rufy's awful. And then the co-main of that card, I have doubts on how long this goes without getting cancelled. We have Dan Hooker versus Benoit Saint-Denis. Well, if Hooker makes it to the fight, Benoit might actually fucking kill him. Truly. Yeah, terrible idea by Hooker to come back this quickly, so yeah, Benoit should fucking murder him. And then we have the last one that isn't the two fights from earlier at UFC Mexico for some reason, as it's an American in Aruba, I believe, where he's from. We have Wes Schultz versus Damian Pinas, the Battle of Contender Series guys from this year. Well, as I predicted, they're already using Wes Schultz to build other people up, so I cannot say I'm goddamn shocked. So, yeah, easy win for Pinas. What else is there to say? And then obviously the two fights we talked about earlier, so there you go. So yeah, out of all that news, really little of it was good or logical. This is cool. This is cool. Fine. fine-ish. Fine. Annoying. Okay. Not a lot of good. Let's see what I expect anything less. So they try. Not really. They did something, and it turned out to be they booked a lot of mainly shit. So whatever. See what happens. Meh. I'm intrigued, and see what happens. Not really too much else to say. We'll see what fight news we're talking about next Tuesday. And yeah, that's really about that for. I'm lying. We forgot to look at the rankings. My bad. We almost forgot to look at the updated top 15. My bad. What's going on in the top today? Obviously, today's rankings update day. So let's take a look at what the fuck changed. See, we have new Van and Piotr Jan here. You'll love to see it. The top 15 pound for pound changed. Van's now there. Whole lot of shit changed. Cool. Then at flyweight, obviously, Van's now champion. He moved down. Royval moved up. Taira moved up. Moreno down. Albazi down. Cool. Bantamweight, a lot changed. Marab, Omar, Sean down. Piotr up. Martinez and Font up. Taubin now 12th. And Vinicius Oliveira, number 13. Cool. Not really an issue there. Siam and Torres both got ranked, which is fucking awesome. Long overdue top 15 ranking for Siam. Very happy for him. Grant Dawson and who was the other guy who got kicked out of top 15? Ignacio Bahamondes both got thrown out, and yeah, earned Dariush and Chandler swapped for whatever fucking reason. Welterweight or middleweight for I never thought I'd see. RoboCop moved up, and instead of Bruno Ferreira, they added Joe Piper. That's fucking hilarious. I love the UFC is trolling sometimes. Like heavyweight moved a little bit, even though they were gonna do too much. Volkanov up, this idiot down. I'm gonna talk about this dickhead in a minute. Volkanov up, Reyes down, Bogdan up, Ratchik down. Sure, I'd actually move Gushkov up to like maybe 8-ish in that range. So whatever. Macy Barber joined the women's pound for pound for some fucking reason, and that was that. So yeah, I have really no issue with any of those, to be honest. I thought they did everything. My favorite thing is Manuel and Siam getting ranked. That's awesome. And outside of that, I find it funny Piper got ranked and not Ferreira. And yeah, the only thing I would really say I would have done better was I would move Bogdan up to maybe, again, at least over Reyes, if not even, I guess you come from over Volkan, so at least number 9. And yeah, so there you go. The only other two things I want to talk about in Melee before we move to the NFL is 2 pieces of news we have got over the last day or so, beginning with this one. I've not seen a lot of people talk about, but if it's true, it's insane. Alex Pereira is probably going to vacate the light heavyweight championship and go to heavyweight. So that's insane. That's insane to think about. So, okay, so what does that mean? It means that we're going to get Yuri and Alberg for the belt, which is awesome, and then we're going to get Pierre John Jones at the White House. Okay, I can't really find an issue with either of those two things. I don't know what the fuck is driving by my house right now. That thing was a crop duster if I've ever fucking heard it. Yeah, so we're gonna get Yuri and Alberg for the belt, and we're gonna get Pierre Jones at the White House. If this is true and he really is gonna vacate, so that's cool. I see no issue with that. Would I have liked to see an Alberg and Pereira? Yes. Am I upset about it? No, not really. I'm far from that upset that we're not getting that fight. And again, we still get Alberg and Yuri, which is gonna be fucking awesome. So I truly struggle to find many bad things about Pierre vacating. If it's true, again, I've not heard, like, for sure, I've heard a rumor, so take that with a grain of salt, but again, if it's true, that's insane, and, yeah, again, I struggle to find what the fucking bad part of this would be, so I'm happy with it, I'm fine with it. Cool. So, Pierre versus Jones at the White House, and we get Yuri Albert for the belt. Awesome. And then the last piece of news I'll talk about is involving this moron. And let me bring up who he's talking shit to. The best way to do that is we'll go from not Whaley, but someone Whaley is very well known for fighting. I made a short about this earlier. If you didn't see that, but if you didn't, so the feud I never knew we would say Joanna and Jamal. Oh my god. What can I say here? What am I really meant to say? Again, I talked about it in a short earlier. What the fuck? Just what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Like I said, the only way I can break down, if you don't know the situation, go watch the short I made earlier. This idiot got upset at Joanna over nothing and threatened to punch her, if you want the long and short of it. What the fuck is wrong with you? First of all, like I said, the main three things I think when I see this is A, again, I don't know Joanna personally, but I'm gonna say pretty confidently I highly doubt that she did anything wrong because she seems like a very chill, nice person. Second of all, if you did fight her, this motherfucker's losing, she would wipe the floor with that fat motherfucker. And third of all, if you did punch her, every man in that fucking bar or whatever the fuck they were in should jump his stupid ass. So, yeah, pathetic. Completely pathetic by Jamal. But it's what I expect from this fucking loser. I call it pathetic, but I also would say it's completely on brand and checks out. If it was anyone else, I'd be shocked, but if it being this idiot, yeah, I'm not shocked at all that you are feuding with someone for no reason. It's what you've done your whole fucking career. So, yeah, what am I really meant to fucking expect from this fucking loser? So you're no better than Greg Hardy and Cedricus Dumas. Good job, dickhead. What a fucking clown, dude. What a fucking clown. Feuding, you're some fucking nobody who won a belt off a 75-year-old you didn't even deserve. She's one of the greatest of all time and you should be bowing down to her as the legend that she is. Fuck Jamal Hill, but it's completely on brand that he would do something like this. What a fucking loser. And there you go. I think that's all the MMA I can stand to talk about at this point. Plenty of shit talked about in an hour at this point. Talked about fights this week. Talked about fights between Jamal and Joanna. Talked about fight news. Talked about the rankings. Unless I'm forgetting something, I believe that is everything. I believe. Yeah, as I know of that's everything I wanted to talk about, so I think we can move to our second part and that we enjoy talking about, our second sports we enjoy talking about, the fantasy and the football and the basketball. So let's take a look at what happened. Beginning with me getting my brains beaten by Tone, actually. Shocker, I lost. You're shocked. I'm eliminated. Tone clinches a playoff spot. Good for him. I suck. Ninja squeaks by Vast. Wow. He didn't get enough points by Lad in their defense. God damn it. Vast is still in the playoffs, but he could have got the win. God damn it, McConkey. You just needed to fucking get a couple more yards. Damn it. damn it. Interesting game. There might be a playoff game we see right there. Shiesty beat the shit out of Matua. Shiesty's in the playoffs. Matua has already been eliminated weeks ago. And Chrome took a loss to officially eliminate himself from contention. So, there you go. So the updated standings after week 14 are Ninja number 1, clinched the playoffs and number 1 seed. Shiesty number 2, clinched the playoffs. Tone number 3, clinched. And Vast number 4, clinched. And then eliminated are me, Chrome, and Matua. Fuck. So, great. So fucking great. Enjoy. So now this week for me is meaningless, but I'll still try because fuck it, why not? So yeah, see what happens. See the matchups this week. Again, all of them are pretty much pointless unless you want, at least unless the people in the playoffs want a better seeding. I got a free win. You love to see it. Ninja and Shiesty. That could be the fucking Super Bowl in this league for all we know. Interesting. Vast and Matua. Matua can beat Vast, but wouldn't mean much. And Tone and Chrome. We'll see what happens there. That should be interesting. So, yeah, really the only thing on the line this week is playoff seeding, to be honest. For the top 4 teams, and actually top 3, because Ninja could lose and still not move. So, we'll see what happens there. So, very intriguing. I'm meant to lose. I'm not going to. Ninja's meant to win. Wow, complete split there, and Tone's meant to win. So, see what happens. And yeah. So also we got waivers tomorrow. We'll talk about those tomorrow. I got mine in already. Not a lot, because there's just not a lot to be done, but no, it is what it is. And yeah, this week's meaningless for me anyway, but hey, I could still finish 5th. I could be right outside the playoffs. Whatever. It's annoying, but it is what it is. And there you go. And for the NBA, a little bit better, I guess. I'm doing a little bit better. Couldn't do much worse. Last week I got to win. I beat Botter. Hell yeah. I'm happy about that. I got to win over the bot. I took his O. Nice. Tone beat Chrome. The bots beat Matua. And Vast got to win, and you'll love to see it. So, the standings for that now have Bot are number 1 still, but Tone and the bots are right behind them. I'm number 4, Vast number 5, Matua 6, and Chrome in last place. So I don't care. Read all this shit down. It's fucking meaningless. Interesting. I'm actually doing good in a league. Not the one I cared about, but trying. And yeah, so that's the fancy up. And the games for this week are I'm playing Chrome, so we'll see how that goes. Tone against the bots. Well, we'll see who's second place. Botter gets a free win to get back on track, and Matua off to a good start against Vast. Interesting. That's cool. Interesting. And what's going on in fantasy? Finally, to look at our final thing of the night, as always, it is to look at the schedule for the NFL this week. So let's do just that, shall we? Week 14 was interesting. Monday Night Football between the... What the fuck are all these? Dumb. Monday Night Football was it? Eagles Chargers. Not a good game at all. Chargers got the win, and the Eagles are still shit. So you'll love to see it. So now we look forward to week 15 and see what happens. Beginning on Thursday night with a must-win game for a team that should be much better than they are. We have the Falcons versus the Bucks, divisional matchup. Tampa, you better fucking win this game. I'm picking Tampa. They better fucking win, man. Even though they did just lose to the Saints, so anything is fucking possible at this point with them. But it's the Falcons. You should not lose to the Falcons, and they should get the win. So they better get the win. They're healthy. Even though Todd Bowles being a terrible fucking coach, they should still win. And yeah, give me the Bucks. Do I trust them? Not really. But I cannot pick Atlanta because Atlanta. And yeah, give me Tampa to get the win. I think they're just better. Don't fuck up. Very simple. Beat the Falcons. You already fucked up last week. Don't do it again. Beat the Falcons. Please. And then we begin the Sunday slate with, as always, the game I'm least excited for. Where's Tone when you need him? I wonder whose team's gonna win, mine or Tone's. We have the first 1 o'clock game of Sunday with all the 32 teams playing. The Browns versus the Bears. I wonder who's gonna win. Of course, I'm gonna cheer for the Browns, and I'm gonna actually pick them. But yeah, we're gonna get our fucking heads caved in. I'd be more than shocked if we win this game. So yeah, I hope we win. I doubt we will. What did I say? So the Bears are kind of fraudy. So they're the world where we could win this game, but I'm gonna say it's unlikely. So yeah, Bears should win. Should. And Shadur's still gonna look good like always, but yeah, we're probably gonna lose. So great. After that, speaking of our division, we have a big game in said division, a rematch from Thanksgiving a couple weeks ago. We have the Ravens versus the Bengals. I think the Bengals beat them again. I'm gonna pick the Bengals to win again. I think they're better. I think the Ravens are a mess. I don't know what's wrong with Lamar. Give me the Bengals. I think they're better. I truly think they're better. I think the Ravens are a mess. They're falling apart. Lamar is something injured, washed, whatever. John Harbaugh, the shit coach. They lost to the Steelers. Give me the Bengals. I think they're just better. And I think they beat them again. Prove it wasn't an upset and get to win. So give me the Bengals. I think they're already eliminated from the playoffs. But fucking over the Ravens doesn't ever hurt anybody. Then we have, speaking of teams I want to see burned, we have the Chargers versus the Chiefs. Of course, I'm going to cheer for the Chargers, as always. And I think a win here would probably eliminate the Chiefs entirely from the playoffs. So let's hope they do that. Not going to say much here. Fuck KC. Hopefully they lose. And hopefully the Chargers get a win. So yeah, Casey can only make the wild card now, so let's not let them even do that. Come on, Chargers. Fuck Casey. I think they're done, man. I truly do. Then we have a big fucking game for the playoffs in that division. We have the Bills versus the Patriots. Patriots are their best team in the NFL. I'm going New England. I think they're better than Buffalo. I think Buffalo just not all that this year. I think New England's better. I think they're the best team in the NFL. Give me New England. It's not going to be an upset this time, like in week 3 or whatever when they beat them. I think they're just better. Give me the Patriots. I think they're better. Buffalo is just kind of going around in circles at this point. They're doing the same shit for years now, so nothing new. They're mid at best. Give me the Patriots. Then we have, oh god, the tank pool of fucking tank bowls. We have the Commanders versus the Giants. Do I have to pick this game? I don't want to. Who the fuck, what side do you lean with here? The team that just got blown out 31-0 to JJ McCarthy, or the team who's number 1 for the draft pick right now? I don't know. I think both these teams are fucking pathetic. I think I gotta go to the Giants though. I just struggle. You got blown out by the fucking Vikings. Give me the Giants. And it's terrible for them to win this game because it fucks up their draft stock. But fuck it. Commanders are a joke. They're a complete fucking joke. Give me the Giants. They're just better. Which says a lot. They wouldn't get blown out 31-0 by the fucking Vikings. No one should, so. Give me the fucking Giants. I never thought I'd say that. Pathetic fucking game. Speaking of pathetic games, what should be the lock of the goddamn year, but with these two teams, who fucking knows anymore? We have the Raiders versus the Eagles. I don't know how this game can be sanctioned, but also I don't see how this can't be an upset. in every sense of the word, the Eagles should win this by 50. Will they? I fucking don't know. Knowing the Eagles, either A, they're gonna have a close game with them, or B, lose. So they should win. The Raiders are one of the worst teams ever, but the Eagles are fucking pathetic. So something has to give. Does the Eagles finally win a game, or are the Raiders going to accidentally fall into a win against a shit team? Eagles should be the lock of the week, but are they? I don't know. I'm picking them, but I'm far from confident in said predictions. So, ugh. Then we have another easy game to predict, and this one I'm actually more confident in the fucking Eagles. Shows how great they are. We have the Jets and the Jaguars. I wonder who's gonna win. Yeah, the Jets are garbage. I don't even know who's playing quarterback for them at this point. Give me the Jags. Easy. And then another easy game, Cardinals Texans. Give me the Texans next. And now we move to 4 o'clock, and this is a big one. This is definitely maybe the game of the week. We're gonna see how good these teams are. And we have the first 4 o'clock game, and again, probably the game of the week in terms of importance. We have the Packers versus the Broncos. This is a good one. This is a real good one. I'm gonna lean Denver. Here, but it's a close one. Can Denver beat a real team? Because we've seen them win 10 in a row, but against who? KC, the Raiders, and the fucking Jets, or whatever. So we've not seen them beat a real team. But we've also, and then on Green Bay side, they need to get a dominant win against someone who's not the Bears. So this is a big game for both. The loser of this will really take the hit. Denver will get called frauds. Green Bay will take another bad O. Let's see what happens. This is a good game. I'm probably gonna lean Denver, though. I just can't trust Green Bay. I don't think they're that good. I truly don't. Give me the Broncos. Give me the Donkeys to get the win. I just can't trust the Packers. Give me Denver to beat Green Bay. Then another great 4 o'clock game, and another one full of importance. We have the Lions versus the Rams. This is a tough one, and this is a gigantic game for the Lions. A must-win. And it's all kind of a must-win for the Rams as well, because they could easily lose the fucking number 1 seed again here. I'm probably gonna lean the Rams. I think they should get the win. What happens if they lose? Seattle becomes number 1 in the NFC. You gotta win this one. I think I'm gonna lean the Rams. I think they can beat Detroit. Detroit's so injured to shit. Their team's been a mess a lot of the year. They did beat Dallas, but Dallas has no defense. The Rams have a defense. I want to pick Detroit. I want to cheer for Detroit because Detroit's cool, but I just struggle to make a good debate for Detroit. Give me the Rams. I think they are going to win this. I think they're a little bit better. They're not as banged up. Give me the Rams. Let's see who really won that trade. It was the Rams, but yeah, give me the Rams. Then we have the game and a lot less of importance. And Jesus, the Panthers and the Saints. Yeah, the Panthers should win. They shouldn't. And so if the Panthers win and the fucking Bucks lose, Panthers are in the playoffs. What the fuck? Yeah, just like every week, the Saints should lose. But truly, who knows? Who fucking knows? They know how to bring a win out of their goddamn ass. So we'll see. Give me Carolina. They better fucking win, but knowing these fucks, who knows anymore? They'll lose this week and then go win next week by dropping 16. Bryce Young has the best game of his life. This sport makes no sense. That team makes no sense. Beat the Saints. It's pretty fucking easy. Tampa. Yeah. Next, Niners beating up the Titans. Nothing needs to be said there. Titans are just floating by. And then the game I actually have been looking forward to talking about, because I don't know what the fuck's going on here, as we have in our last 4 o'clock game, and maybe the weirdest the Colts versus the Seahawks. Okay, so what the fuck's going on with the Colts? Oh, where do we begin? So, obviously, we know Daniel Jones is injured and out for the year. That sucks, but that's the case. Okay. Anthony Richardson is injured. That sucks, but okay. Their backup, Riley Leonard, is injured. Okay, well, what do you do now? You need to sign a quarterback. Brett Rippon's there. He's shit. What do these fuckers do? They go out and call let's see, it's even here. Now I gotta go to their fucking practice squad. They go out and call a 44-year-old Philip Rivers, who has not played since 2020, is again 44 and is literally a grandfather. And more than likely, he is going to play. He is probably going to play this game this week. What the fuck is going on? You need a quarterback. You could sign so many guys, even if you know your season's already done, and you go call Philip Rivers, who's 44. What the fuck? I'm dumbfounded. I think I'm like rest of the world. I'm fucking dumbfounded at this. Why? You're telling me there's not a better quarterback. You can just go a younger guy, you can just tank with for a few weeks. And Matt Corral, fucking... There's so many. There's so fucking many. And you pick Philip Rivers. I don't know what to say. Like, I want to see if I can see a free agent quarterbacks right now. Like, what quarterbacks are available to be picked up right fucking now. Cause I would love to know. Cause there's no fucking way that was the best option. Truly, there's no way that was the best option. So, you're telling me Anthony Richardson's that fucking injured? Bullshit. Trying to see, can I find free agent quarterbacks? No, I don't look. Like, I'm just trying to see like who's not on a team right now. So let's see, Taylor Heineke. I think that's old. In December, like who's not on a team? Oh, here we go. I think this one. But who the fuck's available? You have Taylor Heineke here to be better. Dorian Thompson-Robinson, if you want to go that crazy, it'd be better. So just two names right there, that'd be better for you. Like, you're not gonna win. You're not gonna do shit. You're already done. You're telling me you think a 44-year-old Philly Rivers is going to come back and save your season? You gotta be fucking kidding me. I can't fucking believe it. Like, when I saw that news, I was like, you're lying. They really did it. They're going to play a 55-year-old Philip Rivers. Because that was their only idea. Wow. Yeah, I think the Seahawks are going to win this game. I know I'm going to shock you with that one. I think Seattle is going to win this game. They are probably going to have the easiest win of their season. Are you fucking kidding me, man? Philip Rivers. Wow. That's all I can say. Philip fucking Rivers in 2025. I love it. I love the NFL. Yeah, Seattle by 100. They're gonna break Philip Rivers in half by the second quarter. I can't. I'm watching that game for sure. I cannot wait for that game. Insane. And then we get to 2 shitty primetime games in a week, because all 3 primetime games this week are garbage. We have on Sunday Night Football, oh joy, the Vikings and the Cowboys. Who the fuck thought this was a Sunday night game? Ugh, Cowboys should win. The Vikings are garbage. Yeah. Give me Dallas by easily. JJ McCarthy is pathetic. I don't know why the Commanders gave him a win, but it should stop here. Give me Dallas. Minnesota's awful. And then another easy primetime game to pick. The last game of the week. The Dolphins and the Steelers. I think the shitty fucking miracle run of Miami ends here. Give me Pittsburgh. They should easily win this game. Miami sucks. So as much as I would love to see Miami win, I struggle to see it happening. So yeah, give me Pitt and to end the week. So yeah, there you go. Not a great week. Primetime wise, horrendous. A few fun games. I'm excited for the Philip Rivers return. These two are pretty big. This is a huge game. Actually, all 3 of these are really big games. A few murders in there. It should be interesting. The lock of the week, Seattle or Philly. Game of the week, Green Bay and Denver, I would say. And yeah, just skip all the primetime games because they are terrible. Yeah, not really too much else to say there. And unless I'm forgetting something, I think that's about all the main topics I had to talk tonight. I talked about everything I wanted to talk in the fight world, in the football world, and fantasy world. I think that's everything, right? I believe so. Yeah, I still wonder why I put out that content schedule thing. Completely pointless. But yeah, I think that's what everything I had to say. I can't really think of anything left to really say. Yeah, I think that's it. No one's here anyway, so I'm just talking to myself more than anything. So yeah, I think that's about it, man. Had fun. Got hit all the main topics in only an hour and a half, which is sweet. And I think that's about that. Can't really think of much more to add. So I'm not gonna waste time talking to myself anymore. So, is there anything else to add? Nah, not really. If I get all my picks right this week, the playoffs the rate don't change at all in the NFL, so that's funny. And yeah, Philip Rivers football, 2025. Oh joy. Well, we'll see what happens. Fights and football are gonna be good this week. I'm excited. Let's see what happens. With that being said, can't really think of anything else left to say to myself at this point. I already posted the schedule for the rest of the week. Tomorrow, Wednesday night vibes. Yap for a little bit prior to myself, like always. And see what happens. Sorry, it's a tough season 3 retrospective out for this week, and that's the last retrospective of the year. So we'll come back for those February or March. And yeah, the rest is we already know the deal. Breakdown, other streams, yada yada. And that's later in the week. Should be fun. And I'm excited to talk to myself a bit more. So nothing new from I talk to myself more than anyone else. Actually, yeah, true. So not really much else to say here. Had fun, and let's get out of here, shall we? By saying what I always say is, as always, I hope you enjoyed the stream, or I guess I enjoyed the stream because I'm the one who saw it. And please like, comment, subscribe, turn yourselves to go by the end of 2025. That's never ever gonna happen. As always, unless I'm going to say something which I don't believe I am. As always, fuck Jamal Hill, and as always, RX out. Good vibes only. And always.